Hey guys, so I'm going to be talking to y'all about the hidden things that go on in our world that we don't really know about involving animal abuse. So first we have SeaWorld. But under this is their motto, which is to protect and conserve endangered animals, which I think is really interesting because they're not protecting endangered animals because they're taking these animals from their homes and then putting them into their facilities in order to make a profit, and these facilities are slowly killing them. They're trapped in these sunny pools that are 35 feet deep, when in the wild, they're supposed to have 1,000 feet. They sit at that sea level, and they have 35 feet. Disgusting. In the last decade, 7 orcas have they've died. They've just died at under an age of 13. In the wild, they live up to 100. Think about that. There's reasons why they are dying so early in these facilities. It's not conserving them, it's slowly killing them. And SeaWorld's actually been accused of trying to cover up their tracks. So they would open up a dead orca's body, put rocks in it, and then have it float to the bottom of the ocean. So no one would find out. No news articles would know. But we know. We know what's actually going on. So this is more controversial. It's zoos. And I get it. Zoos are fun. You know, they have pretty paintings of your favorite animals smiling and with other smiley animals. But the reality behind that is a little different. It's a little backstory on zoos. In 2500 BC, they were actually used as a power and a status symbol. So if you had a bunch of animals and you had a zoo, you were wealthy. Modern day zoos kind of emerged in the 18th century because Enlightenment was going on and people were more getting deeper into science and they wanted to explore zoology. The first zoo was actually in 1793 in Paris, France. And zoos claim to be a place for endangered animals to have a safe habitat and to educate children. And I don't disagree with this fact. However, I think it is overrepresented because they use this conservation language and saving the animals in order to just mask the fact that they're doing this for mass profit. Because only 18% of animals in zoos are actually endangered. That means 82% of them would be fine in the wild. But no, we're not going to leave them in the wild. We're going to put them behind glass cages so people can stare at them and they can suffer. So actually, the tiger population is bigger in zoos than it is in the wild because we are taking them from the wild where they would have been fine. Also in Iran, there's a huge crisis going on with zoos. So tigers usually have about 300 square feet to just roam. And that's like a healthy boundary. But right now, 5 of them for every 100 square meters are in Iran. So these animals are being condensed. They are getting sick. They are dying. They're being stoned. They're being murdered. It's disgusting what's going on with them. And actually, a lot of animals that are in zoos currently suffer from mental illness because we sometimes think like we're the only type of, because we're animals too. We're the only people that suffer with mental illness and have thoughts and emotions, but animals feel the same or similar ways that we do. And some actually elephants have had to be put on antidepressants because they have tried self-harm, and they have honestly, it's really sad. I read an article about this, but obviously I don't have time to talk about all of it. But it's being in such small spaces for your whole life is very sad. So yes, like I said, animals are fun to look at, but I wanted to bring all these monstrosities to light. So maybe you can, next time you go to a zoo, you can be like, oh, hey, or, you know, I just want to let you know what was actually going on besides zoos. And this is just a question you have to ask yourself if you want to support. Personally, I do not support zoos because I don't think it's fair, which I do acknowledge that some zoos do actually help, like the San Diego Zoo, for example, but most of them just exist for profit, which is really sad. Because at the end of the day, if we really want to conserve animals, zoos get funded enough by people and donations. They could just do it themselves. But no, they have to make a profit for themselves because humanity is selfish and we want to imprison animals to serve us. So it's just your views on how animals should be treated at the end of the day is what my speech comes to. But thanks for listening.